today, we learned the punishment for the owners of Abby's Bakery in Los Fresnos.
Also ahead, relief for some neighbors in Brownsville. A multi-million-dollar road project just approved.
Our cold front's still on the way. It'll be here Saturday. The question is what time. Regardless, it's going to be a big change behind that front. We'll update the forecast as Channel 5 News at 5 begins right now.
You're watching the Valley's News Channel. Channel 5 News at 5 starts now with breaking news.
What's important right now is that everyone's okay, and there's no further threat to public safety at this time.
Shots fired in Mission, bullets flying in the middle of a bank parking lot. Thank you so much for joining us at 5. I'm Javier Guerra.
And I'm Christine Galvan. The Texas Rangers are investigating that shooting because Mission police officers fired their weapons. A suspect was hit. That shooting happened in the parking lot of the IBC Bank on Sherry near Victoria Road. That is right off the expressway. Sarah Savetta is live there now. Sarah, are investigators still out there?
Yeah, Christine, the scene is very active. Just a couple of moments before we came on air, the Texas Rangers had a drone out here trying to map and piece together what happened. But I'm going to step out so my photographer Liliana can give you a closer look at the parking lot at the IBC Bank, because that's where everything went down. You can see yellow tape is still up there as officers, again, try to piece together what exactly happened. All we know right now is that a kidnapping call came in and it turned into an officer-involved shooting. But if you're planning to head this way, just be aware that Sherry between Victoria Street and Ruby Red Boulevard is going to be closed until officers wrap up their investigation. But here's what we know so far. A call came in around 2 this afternoon for a kidnapping at the IBC Bank. When officers got there, that's when shots were fired.
2 individuals in a white car, one of them opened fire at our police officers and struck several units.
Officers shot back and hit one of the suspects. He was taken to a local hospital. His condition is unknown at this time. The second suspect is in custody tonight. A Mission police officer was also hurt, but we're told his injuries are not life-threatening. It's unclear if he was shot. Again, this area of Sherry Road between Victoria Street and Ruby Red Boulevard is going to be closed until officers finish up their investigation. As far as who is investigating what, the Mission Police Department is investigating the kidnapping call while the Texas Rangers are taking over that officer-involved shooting. But coming up at 6, we're going to hear from a man who saw and heard everything unfold right in front of him. Live in Mission, Sarah Cervera, Channel 5 News at 5.
Sarah, thank you so much for that information. Now, this is a developing story. You can stay up to date on this story and others on krgv.com. Progresso police are launching a new operation that targets people with arrest warrants. It includes those accused of a serious crime.
Channel 5 Santiago Caicedo is there live. Santiago, why is the city taking action now?
Christine, Javier, well, Progresso Police Chief Al Perez tells me that this operation all has to do with safety in the community, and that if someone is a part of an investigation, a criminal investigation, they will be held accountable. The operation is called Operation Safe Streets, and it's going after people with the drug possession, theft, assault, and family violence warrants. Chief Perez explains at times suspects leave the scene of a crime before police arrive, and in those cases, if the victim files charges, police will then obtain a warrant.
Because these warrants have been pending, and we're going to go look for the people. If you haven't done anything, we're not coming to get you.
Chief Perez tells me depending on the case, they'll get assistance from the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office and Homeland Security investigations. The federal agency will help them set up surveillance when serving narcotics-related warrants. So far this week, or rather, so far last week, police have arrested 2 people with felony warrants, and today, 1 person with a felony warrant was arrested. And their warrant had been active since November of last year. We're live in Progreso. Santiago Caicedo, Channel 5 News.
New at 5, a man accused of beating his father to death was found incompetent to stand trial. Francisco Coronado was arrested last April. Hidalgo County Sheriff's investigators say his 86-year-old father survived the beating but died days later. His body was found in the backyard of a home in San Carlos. Coronado is still behind bars. His next hearing is set for April.
Today we learned the owners of a Los Fresnos bakery will spend 4 months in federal prison. They were sentenced today for employing people in the country illegally and allowing them to live at their business. This case stems from an ICE raid last February. 6 employees reportedly did not have permission to work in the country. 2 others were here illegally. The couple will have to self-surrender next month. Happening in about an hour, La Jolla ISD board members will vote on a plan to close 4 of their schools and repurpose a 5th. Here is a list of those schools. Students would be assigned to other campuses. Salinas Middle School would temporarily close and reopen next year as a choice career academy. The district says the proposal will save them about $27 million. We will keep you updated on tonight's decision. A mild day across the RGV, mostly cloudy right now in Weslaco, and chilly days are likely ahead.
Let's get straight to Chief Meteorologist Tim Smith, who has the answer. And Tim, are there any changes with the cold front that we need to know about right now?
I think the biggest thing we're looking at, number one, still cold and still Saturday. It may be just a little bit slower in arriving. All the models are trending a little bit later rather than first thing Saturday morning, maybe Saturday afternoon, which means Saturday will start on a pretty nice note possibly. But then as the day goes on, the winds will flip out of the north and the temperatures will drop, and that'll happen by Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. That's the view right now, and skies are just overcast over the area. There's been some light rain and drizzle around today. Not much to measure, but the streets have been wet, sidewalks have been wet, and temperatures back in the 70s this afternoon. McAllen all the way up to 77 degrees at this hour. We go to the beach, much the same story. Overcast conditions there. Might catch a glimmer of sunshine as we get to sunset in just a few minutes. 68 degrees there, but here we go. We talk about that front. It's going to be a strong cold blast. The question is, what time does it get here? And again, all the models trending a little bit later now from what they were doing yesterday, but still coming in, just not at 8 a.m. Saturday, more like after lunch sometime. So we're going to track that front, talk about how cold it will be this weekend, especially Sunday into Monday. That looks like the coldest time. And there might be a little drizzle around as well. Plus, we'll look at what's going on upstate. Travel, not recommended in much of Texas this weekend. We'll take a look at all of that coming up in just a few minutes.
New at 5, neighbors living in one part of Brownsville are getting a street upgrade soon. Coffee Road will be fully reconstructed.
Armando Gomez is live in that area right now. Armando, what kind of changes should we expect?
I am on Coffee Road in Brownsville. Crews are going to be putting a complete new makeover here on Coffee Road. They're going to be adding new sidewalks for people to ride their bikes and to walk along the road safely, just right along here on Coffee Road. But they're also going to be improving drainage and also improving wastewater flow. The project is broken into 2 phases. During phase 1, Coffee Road will get renovated from Ruben Torres Boulevard to Paredes Line Road. During that time, they're also widening this to a 3-lane road with a turning lane. Brownsville Director of Engineering and Public Works says improvements, especially the addition of those sidewalks, will keep everyone safe on the roads.
We always look out for upgrading our systems, our transportation system, right? And that was just one of those crucial roads where we see a lot of traffic and a lot of pedestrian use as well too.
New curves and gutters will be added. Brownsville says they set aside $4.5 million for this project. Construction will start in March. So coming up at 6, we'll hear from one person who lives here along Coffee Road about his thoughts on this new road project. In Brownsville, Armando Gomez, Channel 5 News at 5.
Now, First Warn 5 traffic.
Hey, good evening, Valley. Here's a closer look at what you can expect for your Wednesday traffic. So pretty great overall. No accidents to report at this time, but just minor slowdowns. But let's get a closer look at exactly where these minor slowdowns happening. Well, they're happening on Interstate 2 going westbound, which is pretty common during this time. And we could see a little bit more traffic, especially as we get closer to peak rush hour. But here's a closer look at one of our live text.cams overlooking Interstate 2 and Victoria Road. So it has frozen, but this is a live image of what was going on. So traffic has picked up and we're starting to see a little bit more activity, but overall a steady flow, and the slowdowns could just last for a couple of minutes, so nothing to really worry about. But here's a closer look at more live text.cams across the Rio Grande Valley. So overall a steady flow in Pharr, Alamo, and in Brownsville. But let's take a look at those drive times across the Rio Grande Valley. So from Weslaco to McAllen, it's a 15-minute commute. Harlingen to McAllen, 30, and from Brownsville to McAllen, about 52. But if you see anything anything out there that you want to report like an accident, go ahead and give us a call at 956-968-5555.
Next at 5, an empty lot in Alamo won't look like that for long. The new public safety building in the works.
Plus, making your home a safer place, a simple tool with a big impact, and it's all free.
You're watching the Valley's News Channel with Christine Galvan, Javier Guerra, First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Tim Smith. This is Channel 5 News at 5. The traffic report is supported by J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys.
I've got a family, and the Ford F-150 just fit. With the Pro Power, we can go off the beaten path with a camper and not have to worry about it. My wife loves it just because it's comfortable. It's our commuter, our trip taker, our hauler. It just does everything for us. I'm Patrick, and this is my Ford F-150 Hybrid.
Get $5,250 cash on F-150, or choose 3.9 for $72 plus $3,250 cash.
Ford is the best in Texas. Get massive savings during the big sell-down event at Sames McAllen Ford. Take 15 grand off MSRP on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150 STXs. We're making deals happen. Start now at SamesMcAllenFord.com.
When I use my Rally debit card, I earn more interest at the end of the month.
Like more money back to you?
More money back to me.
With Rally Credit Union, even the small wins are big. And our team will cheer for your financial goals every step of the way.
That's my credit union.
Rally Credit Union. Banking for all.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Billy Kelly here, Fiesta Chevrolet. Listen, folks, start your new year with a brand new Silverado. $199 a month or $13,000 off. That's right, $199 a month for a brand new Silverado. Come see us here in Edinburg, Fiesta Chevrolet, Dale Gas.
Where does confidence come from? It's not from within. It must be pursued. Confidence is not a mindset. It's an achievement. In the GMC Sierra HD AT4X. Get 3.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra heavy-duty models. We are professional grade.
New year, new ride. Start 2026 behind the wheel of a brand new vehicle from Rio Motor Company in Rio Grande City. If you're in the market for a new SUV, truck, or EV, then now is the time to find your perfect ride from Rio Motors.
That's both Chevy and GMC in one convenient location, Rio Motors.
Get this 2026 Chevy Silverado for only $39,995 or 1.9% APR for 36 months.
Come home to Rio Motor Company in Rio Grande City.
Well, if you've stopped by the Alamo Post Office on Tower Road, you've probably noticed an empty piece of land. Those 4 acres will soon be home to a new public safety building. Alamo City leaders plan to combine their police station and municipal court into one building. The new building will cost about $12 million. We're told just over $2 million is coming from a grant. The rest is being paid for with bonds that the city hopes to pay back in 10 years. The mayor says the building will be a one-stop shop for residents.
So they're going to be able to come in, make their payments, visit with the judge or with the police department. We want to make sure that we modernize our city, that we give all the resources that are necessary to our community, and this is just a perfect example of just that.
Well, the city is holding a special meeting on Wednesday to select a contractor. Ground is expected to be broken in about 2 weeks. Construction is expected to be finished in a year.
The Alton Police Department is offering free gun locks to the public. They receive the locks through a grant-funded program. The goal is to help gun owners secure their firearms and keep them away from children. The locks can also safeguard against theft.
This is a really big deal because it locks the gun in place. You slide the lock slide back, you feed it to the top, and then through that magazine case and lock it, and there's no using that gun. They're meant to keep the gun safe, anti-theft, keep them away from children or anybody that should not have them.
Police say this program has been popular. They're having to restock every 1 to 2 weeks. The gun locks can be picked up year-round at the Alton Police Department.
Cloudy skies, mild temperatures across the valley as we head into the evening. Temperatures falling into the upper 60s. Can't rule out an isolated shower the next couple of hours, but things should fade away. Tomorrow, Friday, warmer. Saturday starts warm, but then the changes move in. We'll update your forecast after the break.
Plus, with the cold blast on the way, ERCOT is paying close attention how winter demand elsewhere in Texas can still affect the valley.
And fire officials are urging us to stay warm this weekend without putting ourselves and our homes at risk. What to keep in mind.
My name is Blanca and I'm from Edinburg. The oil change for life and the Nana's lifetime warranty. I think it's a very good thing. Why? Because it saves you money. If I ever had to buy another vehicle, I would definitely go back to Charlie Clark Nissan, especially because of the treatment. My name is Blanca and I am Charlie Clark Nissan. Órale!
También hablamos inglés. Dame chanza, móchate. Si no hacemos lo que prometemos.
Nana, go!
Órale!
We're Idea Public Schools, and we prepare students to go to and through college. With nearly 100% of our graduates heading to college and over 70% being first-generation students, we can make your child's dream of college a reality. We're tuition-free and open to all with campuses near you. Bright futures begin at Idea. Apply now for our upcoming student application lottery.
Set the standard with comfort and performance in a new CT5, now just $639 per month. Crafted for those who lead. Step into luxury, where legends are made and what they drive. Bird Ogden Cadillac, Edinburg.
A performance that truly matters. This is what you've been waiting for. Shenyun, February 21st and 22nd. Tickets at shenyun.com/McAllen.
Safety has never looked so elegant. Celebrate the season in comfort and style with the GLC SUV for $529 a month. See the incredible offers for yourself at the Holiday Love Celebration going on now at Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen.
In the blink of an eye, lives can change forever. A drunk driver's reckless choice can shatter families. But in these darkest moments, the law giant wins big. Because every life matters and every story deserves justice.
Built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months. Offer ends February 2nd.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Now, First Warn 5 weather with Chief Meteorologist Tim Smith.
Hey folks, a couple more warm days, then the cold is coming, likely Saturday afternoon. If you're with Sergio at noon today, he talked about how the models are all trending a little bit later on this front. That's still the case this evening. Newest runs still have a second half of the day front. Temperatures, though, will fall into the 40s behind the front, through the 50s into the 40s. A little bit of light rain is a possibility. I don't think precip is a big deal with this, but there will be some around. And boy, up north, dangerous snow and ice across a lot of central and north Texas. We'll look at that in a moment. Cloudy skies right now, temperatures in the 70s. Very comfortable out there. There's been some light rain today, but boy, dew points up into the 60s, so humidity's climbing with that southeasterly wind. And a little cooler at the coast. If you look at the next 3 days, you do see the changes. 81, 84. We bumped Saturday up to 78 just because the front's coming a little later. So temperatures have time to warm up, a little cooler air in here. And during the day Sunday, we're in the 40s most of the day. So it drops pretty quickly, drops more on Sunday, stays in the 40s all day, doesn't go up. There's 10 o'clock Sunday night. And by Monday morning, this is probably the coldest we're going to see. Mid to low 30s across the area. Now, if we're 34, Raymondville and Edinburg, out in San Manuel and up near San Isidro, areas like that, you're going to see readings probably pretty close to freezing, maybe even a degree or two below that out there. By Monday afternoon, we'll recover a little, but not much. Precipitation with the front, a little bit. Some light rain and drizzle sneaks in with it, but then after that, I think it's mostly a cloud issue for us, so the rain probabilities stay relatively low. There'll be some, but I think it's pretty spotty, and it'll be before temperatures get that cold. Bigger picture now. Let's look at this. Friday at noon, we're 80, San Antonio 68, Dallas is 46, but you can see the front. I mean, it's right across here. By 10 o'clock, Dallas starts to cool off. You wait for it. By the time you get to 9 a.m. Saturday, Laredo's 54. We're still in the 70s. And look at Abilene. It's just cold. Saturday at 3, we're still 80. But then look at that. We start to drop off, and then we just don't recover. Going to Sunday, it is very cold up north. Temperatures 20s and 30s across much of Texas. This is the snow forecast. Look at the big numbers when you get up into North Texas, 3 to 5 inches, Dallas to Abilene to Odessa, but then 15 to 20 across much of Oklahoma. That bright band has moved a little bit farther north, but still there. Here's the ice problem. It reaches all the way down to San Antonio and Houston over the weekend. So travel plans this weekend into Central and North Texas probably should be reconsidered. I would certainly think about it because it looks like it's going to be a mess. Exactly where the biggest numbers are is yet to be determined, but it's going to be cold. It's going to be messy across a lot of Texas from about San Antonio northward. Tonight, though, very mild, 61. Tomorrow back up to 81. Pretty nice day across the area. And Friday looks pretty good as well, but then the front comes in during the day. That high will depend on the exact timing of the front, and then only 45 on Sunday. 34 Monday morning. That's the coldest morning of the bunch, hopefully staying above freezing for most of us, and then we're back slowly warming in the middle of next week. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast.
The valley is on ERCOT's power grid along with most of the state, and that includes places up north that are expected to freeze. The amount of electricity people up there use to heat their homes can impact us even if our temperatures don't fall below freezing. That is part of the reason the power grid failed 5 years ago. Changes have been made since then, and ERCOT posted this notice earlier today. It says they are monitoring the cold weather approaching our state and will keep us informed on grid conditions. But at this point, grid conditions are expected to be normal. Delta operates out of the McAllen Airport. That airline is already warning flights may change this weekend because of the weather. The McAllen flight is direct to Austin, and that's the airport they're concerned about. They're also warning about travel in and out of Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio.
Pump Patrol is up next. We'll see what the team found after the break.
Richard Lipsy here with Bert Ogden Harlingen Hyundai, and I didn't think it could get better, but it did.
Lease this beautiful Hyundai Tucson for only $289 a month. That's right, $289 a month.
It's yours. It's in Harlingen at Bert Ogden. Dolly guys.
Welcome back. Sarah is on the big question.
What is the ideal spacing between wall studs when framing a house?
I want to phone a friend. Mott's.
Mott's Building Materials is Isaac. How can I help you?
What is the ideal spacing between wall studs when framing a house?
16-inch on center?
Correct! Congratulations! You win!
Mott's has the on-site staff with the knowledge to make sure you walk out with exactly what you need. Mott's Building Materials.
If you're an illegal alien, this runway is your future because you're headed home. I'm Christy Nome, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. If you download the CBP Home app and you safely self-deport, you will receive financial assistance, a free flight, and the chance to come back to America legally. If you don't, you will be caught, fined, detained, and forcefully removed. Under President Trump's strong leadership, we follow the law, and our border is secure.
The City of Edinburg invites you to the 44th Annual All-America City David Chavana 10K Run, Walk, Fun Run, and Miracle Mile. The Miracle Mile will kick off our events on Friday, February 6th at 6 p.m. The 10K Run, Walk, and Fun Run will continue on Saturday, February 7th. Registration is currently ongoing until 8 p.m. on Friday, February 6th. Packet pickup is on Thursday, February 5th, and Friday, February 6th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at the Parks and Recreation Center. For more information, contact 956-381-5631.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
Back now with a look at gas prices around the valley. George Guerrero found gas for $2.27 in McAllen on the expressway, and where?
Robert Jurado found gas for $2.21 on Trenton and Jackson in Edinburg. That is with the Easy Pay gas card. Let's see if our in-house team can beat $2.21.
Hello everyone, this is photojournalist Carlos Mendoza at the corner of FM 1015 and Highway 281 here in Progresso, where we found the gallon of gas for, that's right, 231.
What is cracking, Valley photojournalist October today in Brownsville? We're here off of Ruben Torres Boulevard on a Stripes, looking at gas prices that are $2.29.
Hey everyone, news photographer Kelvin Tippins here. I'm here on South Westgate Drive in Business 83, where gas here at Stripes in Weslaco is
$2.34. Today's best price, $2.21 in Edinburg.
If you see a better deal, we want to know about it. Snap a picture and send us an email to news@krgv.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's a Start Something New sales event at Burns Motors. Get a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x2 for $34,988. That's right, $34,988. Honest businesses, 1948. Bigger, better Burns. Mission McAllen.
In the Valley, your commercial roof takes a beating 365 days a year. Blistering heat, pounding rain, and relentless winds are unpredictable.
One leak can shut you down and cost you thousands. Don't wait. Call Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing to get your commercial building prepared to handle our Texas weather. Our trained professionals provide full-service, commercial-grade roofing and waterproofing trusted by our clients since 1897.
Call or visit us at chamberlainltd.com today.
Right now at Bert Ogden Subaru, lease a new 2025 Crosstrek for just $199 a month. That's right, just $199 a month lease with complimentary maintenance included, or make no payments for 90 days.
We shop the competition so you don't have to. Bert Ogden Subaru in Edinburg.
This President's Day, get ready for one of the biggest sales events of the year, only at Mega Furniture. With up to 50% off on high-quality furniture, plus take advantage of 0% APR financing, only at your local Mega Furniture store.
The all-new Mazda CX-30, now just $199 per month. That's right, $199. Or make no payments for 90 days with over 20 to choose from. We shop the competition so you don't have to when you shop from Bert Ogden Mazda in Mission.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Performing Arts Center is where creativity takes center stage. This facility immerses students in visual, performing, and fine arts programs where every student shines. Los Fresnos CISD, what we do here shapes the world.
This is Adrian Baroni of Bert Ogden Toyota in Harlingen, the Valley's only President's Award store, where you can get 2.99 APR on this 2026 Tundra or just pay $290 a month. That's right, $290 a month or 2.99. Bert Ogden Toyota in Harlingen. Dale gas.
After an 18-wheeler accident, you need a law firm that delivers results. Novel Law Group fights for maximum compensation, over $1 billion won for accident victims. Call 956-ABOGADO now and let us fight for you.
Okay, it's a warm Thursday, warm Friday. Saturday will start warm, but then turn much chillier when the front comes through second half of the day. Exact timing, boy, that's still to be determined, but second half of the day, we'll go with that for now. Then look at Sunday, 45. And Monday, only 51. That low Monday morning, that's probably the coldest of this snap, 34 degrees. Don't expect any wintry precipitation here, but if you're traveling into Central and North Texas this weekend, you might want to reconsider that because it's not going to be good up there. Ice, snow, it's going to be a mess. And it's going to be not just a little ice, a lot of ice, especially in North Texas. So reconsider.
One nice surprise, we had a little bit of rain this morning.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that because I was just zeroed in on how cold it's going to be this weekend. I just didn't pay attention.
It's easy to look at the long range and forget the short range. But yeah, we talked about the chance for some spotty showers. They happened, but spotty was the key word. But this weekend, different story. It's going to be the cold that we'll be talking about.
Yeah. Cold all over.
Yep.
All right, that's going to do it for us at 5.
Don't forget, there's more local headlines coming up in 30 minutes.
The Beach Camera is sponsored by the South Padre Island Convention and Visitors Bureau. Closed captioning brought to you by Channel 5 and Clark Chevrolet McAllen.
J4 Trailers is your best source for hauling in the Rio Grande Valley. We have utility, gooseneck,